Hello guys, welcome to Codenzyme. This is video number 4 of this playlist, and in this video we are going to discuss how we can draw on images using the OpenCV module. So basically we will be drawing lines, rectangles and circles on images. And I know I said we will be discussing a video how to import and process videos using the OpenCV, but I just thought that drawing was more fun. So I will discuss that in the later part of the playlist. So for now, let's get started with the drawing part. So open a folder at your image processing folder and activate your virtual environment, source, environment, then activate. Press enter. And we can see the virtual environment is activated. Let's open a Jupyter notebook. Jupyter notebook. Press enter. Let's create a new notebook. And this time I'm going to call it drawing. Let's import the NumPy and CV2 module. So import NumPy as np, CV2. And from the second video I will be using the display function. So def display bin name image cv2.imshow bin name image cv2.wait key 0 and cv2.destroy all windows. Let's also import our test image, that is the tree.jpg. So image object is equal to cv2.imread to read the image dot images and tree.jpg. Let's run it. Now let's initialize a constant variable, that is my green color, which is going to be equal to 0 225 0. Similarly, my red color is going to be equal to 0 0 225, and my blue color is going to be equal to 225 0 0. Now let's discuss about how we can draw straight lines on an image. And when we are drawing straight lines, we use a function of the CV2 module called cv2.line. And if I press shift plus tab here, it says that this function draws a line segment connecting 2 points. This function takes as the input the image object point 1 and point 2, the color of the line and the thickness of the line. So we have to provide these parameters and it will draw a line on that image. So let's try it. If I do image dot shape, I see that the shape of this image is 480 into 771. You can imagine that 770 is the width, that is on the x-axis, and 480 is the height, that is on the y-axis, and the origin lies on the top left. So basically the top left corner of that image. And we can imagine this like a Cartesian system. Let's use the function cv2.line. Okay, so now let's try to draw a line. cv2.line, and we see that first is the image object point 1, point 2, color, thickness. Image point 1 I'm going to take as the origin, that is the top left corner of the image. Point right is point 2 I'm going to take as the 771 480. So 771 as the x-axis and 480 is going to be the minus y-axis, and the color of my line is going to be green color, and thickness I'm going to initialize as 2. Let's run it, and I can see this returns us a very large object. Let's save it in a variable image line, and now we will try to display this image using the display function. So display, and window name is going to be line image line. Let's run it. So this is the image that we get, and this is how we can draw lines between any 2 points. Basically the top left of that image is the origin, and the upper this part is the x-axis, this is going to be the y-axis, and you can choose any 2 point like we choose in the graph paper, and the cv2.line function will draw a line for us. Let's move on to how we can draw rectangles on an image. So drawing lines on an image was simple, right? Similarly, we can draw rectangles. We are going to use cv2.rectangle function to draw rectangles. And if I press shift plus tab, we see that it is used to draw simple, thick or filled up rectangles. And it takes image point 1, point 2, color, thickness as the parameter, which is very similar to the previous function, line function that we used. These point 1 and point 2 are the top left and the bottom right points of the rectangle, and we just need to specify these two to make a rectangle. Simple, right? Let's try to draw a rectangle. So image, and this time I'm going to choose my point 1 as 100 comma 100. Let's take point 2 as 400 comma 500. Oh, sorry, 500 comma 400. And let's make it of red color, and the thickness is going to be 1 this time. Let's save it in a variable image.rect, and now display this image. Let's run it. So this is the image that we get after we execute that display function, and I suppose this is my 100 comma 100 point, and this is my 400 comma 500 point, and this is the top left point, and this is the bottom right point, and this is how you can make rectangles on any portion of the image. And why this green line is here? Whenever we execute this cv2.line or cv2.rectangle function, it makes changes in the image object itself. That is why it is a good practice to make a copy of the image before making lines. So basically, I should have done image underscore copy is equal to image dot copy, which will make a copy of this image in this variable, and I should do image copy like this, and this will make a line, and the image object is like that, and it was not updated. So now if I run this again from top to bottom, we see that the line is formed first. And now let's also make an image copy here, and pass image copy, and now I can see a rectangle is formed and the line is not present. Now if I go back, when I do shift plus tab here, we see that cv2.rectangle is also used to make filled up rectangle. So to make up a filled up rectangle, the only thing you need to do is to give this thickness as -1. Let's run it and see what happens. Now we can see that the rectangle is same. The only difference is it is colored. It is filled up rectangle. The whole rectangle is covered with red color. Let us see how we can draw circles using cv2 module. To draw a circle, we are going to use the circle function of the cv2 module. So cv2.circle, and if I do shift plus tab, we see that it takes image object, the center, the radius, and the color, and the thickness also. So let's try to make a circle at the center of the image. So center is going to be equal to image dot shape 1 divided by 2 comma image dot shape 0 divided by 2, and this is the center of the image. And let's take radius to be equal to 100 pixel for now. This takes image center, radius, let the color be green, and thickness for now let's say 1. I should make an image copy like before. So image underscore copy is equal to image dot copy. Let's pass image copy here and display circle comma image underscore copy. Let's run it, and this is the image that we get, and we can see that a circle has been formed. So this is how you can make circles using the cv2 module. If you guys enjoyed this video, kindly like, share and subscribe. A GitHub link will be given in the description. You can download all these codes from there. And I will see you guys in the next video where we will see how we can take video as an input. So till then, happy learning. Thank you.